Silverback Chronicles podcast. It's your boy Big H. I got my brother Dre.
Yo, good. Okay.
What's good?
It's always something
good?
different. Yeah, you know, 10 toes down. We here
Triple C.
grinding.
Yo.
What's good, bro?
Maintaining and chilling, bro.
All day, every day. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Always tell a friend to tell a friend. Every day, all day. We love you. We appreciate you. Listen, I'm not going to waste no time. We got a phenomenal guest tonight. She is the queen. She's beautiful. She's extremely talented. So smart. Business owner. Okay? Listen, with no further ado, we have the lovely Miss Ellie in the building tonight. Miss A, how you doing, baby?
Wonderful.
That's the
Looking
queen,
fabulous and
that's the
well.
queen of Canton right there, you heard?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
So please, tell the world where you from, born and raised.
I was born and raised just outside of Philadelphia.
Philly?
Yep.
Okay.
Been
Give me a
around.
favor, bring the mic to you just a little bit. We
Okay.
need everybody to hear you.
All right, heard that.
Perfect. So outside of Philly?
Yep, just outside of Philly on a little farm in Bucks County.
Bucks County.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Philly had farms.
Yeah, we do out there.
Well, you know, that's a big state, bro.
Right.
You know,
I get it,
what,
Pennsylvania.
40-something electoral
but-
votes, bro?
But when you hear Philly,
That's a lot of land to cover,
I mean, when you hear Philly, you don't think of farms. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Well,
Pennsylvania.
Right. Yeah, I don't say
Pennsylvania.
right. Yeah, the farm kids
The
don't
vineyard.
know, so I say Philly. But I was close enough. About 30 miles
Farms are
outside of the
dope.
city.
Nice.
Farms
Yeah.
are dope.
So what was that? What was the life like for you growing up in that town?
I mean, it was, an ugly beautiful, I suppose.
Best of both worlds, huh?
Yeah, there was true beauty and rareness, and there was a
Is that
small
considered
town
a
vibe.
rural area?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely outside the city, right?
Yeah. I mean, a small town vibe for somebody who doesn't fit into that box, it can be pretty tough.
Hmm. What was that for you?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what does that mean? Like,
I
you
mean,
you didn't fit into that box.
yeah, definitely not. I mean, I guess I just thought differently and spoke differently, and
And that's a good thing.
it was, yeah, absolutely.
great thing.
Yeah.
Because you're unique in that matter.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Right.
I mean, but I learned from a very young age to speak my mind and not worry about what other people thought, and to be empowered, to be unaffected, I guess is the best way to put it.
I love that. Where did that grit come from? Because a lot of people, it's hard for a lot of people to bring that out.
I think so.
And they tuck in the shell for a very long time.
I do.
So I'm curious
see
on
that.
what did that transition come about? Because that was early for you
That was early,
to
yeah.
have that mindset.
I guess I just always stood back and watched. I made my own observations from a young age. I did spend the first part of my life in foster care, so I think that gave me the opportunity to appreciate and evaluate what was going on
Wow.
around me all the time.
Can you dive into that a little bit? Or is it too much?
No, yeah, I could dive into it. What do you
I'm
want
just
to know?
curious on what was that for you? Mentally, because it's going to the unknown, right?
Sure, yeah.
Not knowing, what you're going to come across.
Right.
Or someone that claims they love you and really care about you. Yeah. And I know there's not a lot of great stories behind that, unfortunately. Because some people just do it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I mean, I think my story is pretty great. I was fortunate enough to be able to stay with my biological sister.
That's awesome.
We traveled, to a couple foster homes together, and we managed to stay together, and that doesn't happen often.
Never,
So,
right?
I do have, blood in, with me, which I
Right.
think for somebody in my position is very meaningful. But I also have that dynamic of not having, biological relation to people as well. So that creates an interesting story.
You were built for it tough.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, that's
Definitely.
super, like,
Love that.
yeah, especially in a society that, like, when you hear that, no one has a positive. Like, you're the light of that area, in a sense.
I mean, I think for me, like, I knew what I had been through as a child was brutal, right? And I think when I started to develop my own awareness, I was just like, I have to make a choice of how I'm going to let it affect me. And I didn't want to be where I came from, I guess. So I figured I would do the opposite.
You know, you didn't want that.
Right.
It was like a
yourself.
switch.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Because and look at the person you are now.
Yeah.
And so young to have the mindset like that.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what? You know, early in age, I don't want this shit when I get older.
Right.
Right. I didn't want to be that.
Right.
And I thought about how I would make other people feel if I didn't make the right choice. And I thought about how I felt because other people didn't make the right choice. So you just got to step back and remember how we affect each other. And I think that probably somebody didn't think about how they were affecting me, you know? So
It's like you broke the cycle.
yeah, just step back and think about how you're affecting people before you react to whatever you're feeling, I guess is the best way I can describe it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward into high school. Did you know what you wanted to do with yourself
Hell no,
when
I
you
still
left? We all like, you know,
No,
it's like
man.
it's crazy because it's like, you know, you think, all right, I got to get here because I hear so many
Right.
good things about it.
Somebody said
And when
whatever.
right, and then when you
Right,
get
yeah.
there, it's like that's it.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
I love always reinventing myself.
Yes. Every 10 years, man, do something new, people.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And even with business, because it's like you get to a certain spot, especially with us with the job. It's like, damn, that's it.
Right. Yep. You have
It's like
to
what
keep
else?
creating
What else
and-
is out
and
there? Right.
Reinventing, yeah.
Because time and time again, I see so many officers get so stagnant and just get so in that routine that they just love to do this for 20 something plus years, 30 something plus years. I don't want to do this shit for that long.
Right.
Not at all. Knowing that, you know, it's like you in the rat race. You on that goddamn you on that mouse wheel.
The hamster
and you
wheel.
just spin the hamster wheel. And you just spinning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't do that.
Overtime is overtime. They control your overtime. It's like, damn, this ain't no real money.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So real freedom is like, okay, you get to a certain place in life, and it's like, I know what else. Is this it? I got to touch it. I get to taste it. It's good. But what else is out there?
Yeah, nothing stays hot forever.
No.
Right. You
Nothing
have
stays hot forever.
I love
No,
that.
It doesn't. And you have to keep creating whatever it is. It will only be what you make it. It will only, whatever you create will happen. Whatever you think, if you're empowered, will happen, right? But if you don't think for yourself, if you don't feel for yourself, and if you don't move, you will not. Stagnation is the first step to death. Period.
Absolutely.
Like in the plant world, in the animal world, if you
Yeah.
stay,
It's
you're done. Right? You have to keep moving and creating. And if we don't create, then we don't have a ripple effect, right? That we should in the universe. And then the world doesn't evolve. You know?
It doesn't.
Right.
And I hear like the dreamers all the time. Boy, if I hit the lotto.
No.
no.
It's not gonna
Boy,
happen.
if I hit this.
I think I'll be honest with you. I think like just being alive is hitting the lotto. You know how many people that like didn't make it? I was listening to, I forgot what's the scientist's name, but like sperm, right? How many sperm rushes to get to the ovaries?
A whole lot of them.
You see what I'm
whole
saying?
lot.
Fellas, we gotta go.
10,000.
Absolutely.
They're
the
all
little
going.
fucking mitochondria is
They
moving.
didn't
One
make
by
it.
one.
They didn't
Right.
make it.
Wow, no.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
Just the number one.
But
Gold-
wait,
golden
we
boy.
made it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, that's the lottery right there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but fuck that. I need more.
I know. But
need
that's the
that
whole
chicken.
point. You made it, so now you have the point to get more.
Right.
Like every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to make the decision, like she said, to make more.
Put that grind
or to
in the
do what
drive.
you got to do,
I mean, it's
or to create, or to all that.
yeah, and like that's beautiful, right? But we have a choice. We have to choose what we're going to do every day, right? And listen, it's been ugly. The sky has been gray and stormy, and it just hurts to wake up in the morning. I've been there, and I get it. But you have to choose if you're going to be taken down by it or not. And like maybe like in those rough moments, like all I did was go for a walk, and get through the day. But I got through the day, and I thought through the day, and the next day I felt better, right?
Right.
Which made me closer to being something. It's not easy. You have to choose every day, even if it's a small choice.
What was your first jobs like?
Well, my first job actually was scooping ice cream.
Okay.
And then the owner accused me of stealing when I didn't.
Oh, really? Ice cream?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He accused me of stealing
And you
ice
still
cream.
ice cream.
Because I
One too many scoops, huh?
Do you stuff it in your pants? Like,
this is legit. So I was wearing clothes that my mother didn't want me wearing. I wanted to express myself a certain way. I wanted to wear jeans with holes in them, and my conservative mother would not allow it. So I would change my clothes when I got to school, and then I went to work after school, and then I would change back into my approved mother clothes.
Attire from mommy.
Correct. And she thought that if I wore jeans with holes in them, that I was being disrespectful.
but if you wore jeans with holes in them, you can't steal ice cream.
Right. Well, so the owner saw me change my clothes, and then he was just like, "You stole ice cream, and I saw you leave with the bag." And I was like, "Listen, I had my mother approved clothes in the bag," and that was my first job. But I really liked serving ice cream. My second job was bussing tables.
What was your favorite flavor? I'm sorry.
Peanut butter ripple was pretty good. Chocolate peanut butter ripple, loved it. Yes, that was good stuff.
So what was your second
That's
one?
right.
My second job was when I was 16. I was bussing tables at a little restaurant in town. That was it. I got the first taste of the world. The
How was that
restaurant
for
world.
you?
Yo, shout out to all those waitresses and waiters out there.
Word, that's a tough.
They
gig.
they work, man, and people tip them, man. Stop playing.
For real.
You don't just leave $1. That's not nice.
Yeah, if you leave $1,
That's very disrespectful.
Yo, if you leave $1, you shouldn't even be in a restaurant. Stop playing.
Come on.
Stop, man.
So when did you know, like, this is reality?
I mean,
Harsh reality.
yeah. Listen. The beautiful part about working in the restaurant world and the hospitality world is you get to watch a movie from behind the scenes happen.
Really?
I get to watch from a distance.
From beginning to end.
It all happening, right? And all the interactions and so many different moving parts. And it was I just loved every minute of it as somebody who just liked to watch, right? And people celebrating and crying and then all the components of food and beverage and how they stimulate individuals. And then you got the employees who are all a handful, which it's just so much. All the human interactions sparking in so many different ways. And I loved it from the beginning. I loved it.
Because there's so many different mentalities.
Yes. And
Very,
so many different personalities and people in
Right.
one space. And the ability to create that or manipulate it or, influence it. That was just exciting for me.
You have to work with each other like at a fast pace.
Oh, yeah. The secret is everybody that works in the restaurant business is secretly some kind of like endorphin addict, right? Because they're constantly going and you never know what's going to happen and you got to react like that and you got to do it quick, man. Like
You don't know
we
who's
are
walking
on an
in.
endorphin high
Yeah.
all the time at the restaurant.
Yeah, because you don't know who's walking in. You don't know who likes what.
Yeah.
You don't know what their attitude's going to be like.
Yeah.
You don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah. And
What are they
like
celebrating?
how much energy can you create? What can you do in any given moment? Because we do impact every day. And it's a lot of fun. It's so fun. I love it, man. I love it. And that was it. That's what I did. I went to college and I had a few jobs here and there, but I always worked in the restaurant business. And then one day it just somebody gave me the opportunity to apply myself in the management world. And I crushed it. Just went with it. And I learned everything that I could about the business side and the financial side.
So is that different from like serving from the financial side or?
I mean,
the management side.
I think it is for a lot of people. For me, it wasn't. I think that's probably what made me better the most. If you understand cause and effect and you know the people that you're working with and the people that are coming into your restaurant, if you know the people, then you will be a master at the numbers, right? And at what people consider the hard part. So I always start with the people and then try and figure out the numbers side of things or the analytical side of things. But I can't figure out the analysis without knowing the people. So
Certain demographic.
yeah, if you don't know who's influencing things, then
In the wrong business.
yeah, right? Yeah, you'll never be great at it.
Right.
You'll never be great if you don't know the people.
You got to understand your clientele.
Yeah.
And you want them to keep coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are the ultimate talent, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But that's true hospitality, right? When you are doing what you're doing for the people and with the people in general, like when you care and you're connected. That's the true spirit of hospitality. There's the fast-paced money-making side of hospitality, which is when you're not connected with the people and you're producing a product for a machine. Oh, sorry. When you're producing a product for a machine. So the question is, can you tell the difference when you walk into a restaurant? If it's a restaurant, that lives hospitality or not. Do they start with the people or do they start with the product? I guess is the question at the end of the day.
And what's the huge difference for you?
The people, right?
You always want to make it personable, right?
Always. You want to make it
that's
about
rapport
the people.
building.
Yes. Like I can't create if I don't have the inspiration. So the people are what inspire me. And if I'm not creating for the neighborhood, if I'm not creating for my employees, if I'm not creating for Baltimore City, then what am I doing it for?
Because you're looking for lifers
Exactly. Yeah.
to always come and be there
Exactly.
And build a dope community.
and bring
Yeah.
more on.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I want to create what is right for the people who walk by and for the city. I do it for the people. I do it for everybody, for my employees, for myself.
So what made you want to start your own bar? What's the name of it, by the way? So that the world can know.
So it's called Of Love and Regret.
Of Love and Regret.
Yes.
Which is a dope ass.
What made you
bar
come up with
name.
that title for a bar name?
So it's a story, right, of love and regret. I like to think that everybody kind of has their own story or choice. Absolutely. Is it love or is it regret? So my business partner is Lee Filipkowski. She is my beautiful, beautiful dear friend. We are the yin and yang of the restaurant.
Hey, Lee.
Hey, Lee.
I mean,
Hola.
She's just a genius and a wildfire, and it's awesome. I love it. I love every minute. So Lee is the founding partner and started Olar about 10 years ago. And her and I partnered together almost 4 years ago now. And the name actually came from a beer that she loved that was made of a whole bunch of different flowers.
Really?
Wow.
Because the brewer at the time was dating multiple women. And it was, he put a flower in there for each woman he was dating. And then,
My man. Okay.
Tame yourself.
shout out to that
I do
Who
not
thinks of
encourage
that?
that behavior.
Word.
guy. Who thinks of that? That's wild.
So it was a story of love and regret. But I do think that I think if you come there just because the name is so outside of the box, there is an element of genuineness to you. Because I know that people don't come there because the name is so outside of the box. So I appreciate it.
That's great because it should pique your interest anyway.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that?
Right.
Let me go see what this place
Right.
is about. Right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Figure
Definitely.
it out.
Right.
Figure it out.
I think that's one of the bars that's like a beauty of Baltimore.
Thank you.
Baltimore, you walk in there, and I will always say, like, you walk in there and it's like, wow. Like,
Alright,
where
so-
am I?
Yeah.
So what is your bar known? What are you known for? Love and regret.
So
Why do people want to keep going back?
well, I mean, we're definitely outside of the box. We are. We want you to come in and like you said, feel like you're in a different place or some place special.
Absolutely. You feel the love as soon as you walk in. It's like, wow, like your guard comes down.
Yeah, that's the deal. We don't have TVs because we want you to talk, whether it's to us or to the person next to you. We like to think of ourselves as a conversation bar.
Nice.
But if you just want to sit there by yourself, we'll see it, and that's okay too. It's definitely a safe space, I would say, for just about anybody in Baltimore. We do not. We try and stay outside of the mainstream. So we try. We do. We don't try. The idea is you won't recognize a lot of what you see. We do a lot of research and connect with a lot of people that are grassroots people or grassroots company to provide product that people have not seen before.
Nice.
We want you not to know the labels. And that's the idea, right? Because when we are constantly exposed to the same label all of the time, our experiences become predisposed and we become programmed almost in a way. It's okay with me if you don't remember the name of what you drank, but do you remember what you learned about it? Do you remember what you felt when you drank it? And then if you want to know and you want to find out where to get it, all you have to do is ask and it's there for you. We want you to drink and taste something new, open up your palates, and then hopefully open up your minds. We are an educated team for sure. And we try very hard to connect with each other, right? And the true artists of the industry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's dope. I went there the other day. No Casamigos, shout out to them.
Yeah, and that's
Cool.
why we got music.
But she had La Gritona.
Oh man.
And
What a
that's
beautiful.
Would you mind sharing? That's a tequila brand that it's next level, and it's dope.
So what's so cool about La Gritonia is not only, first of all, let's just talk about the process and how they create their beautiful reposado, right? So most reposados are fermented and then aged, right? Which is the standard process making in the libation world. But what La Gritonia did is they reversed the process and they aged first and then they fermented, right? And what ended up happening is so amazing. While it didn't hold the color of aging at all, right? Like this is an aged tequila, and usually it becomes this golden, beautiful brown.
Right.
La Gritonia looks like a silver, right?
It
You
does.
can see right through it.
It's blanco.
Which it didn't hold the color of aging at all, but it held the flavor 10 times more.
Absolutely.
And it was just the scientific thing that they tried.
It's
And they
genius.
they did the opposite of what everybody else was doing. And
Gritona.
out of it came this beautiful, buttery, floral, gentle, robust reposado that looks nothing like what you're used to
That
putting
no
in your
one's
mouth.
talking about.
Oh, they're talking about it. She's getting out there.
Okay, now.
I'm telling you right now.
But shout out to Nadi.
It's taken a while, right? Yeah.
But my homegirl Nadi from she was the script supervisor when we were in the city.
Yeah.
And she's like, you need to drink this.
You have
And
to.
I'm like,
It's
what is
so
this?
beautiful.
And then I tasted it and I was like, what?
So, and the thing about like producing tequila, so you take one of two options, right? You either cut the agave plants down early or you wait until after that 9-year mark. So the agave plant at 9 years naturally infuses itself with all of these beautiful sugars.
Wow.
And it's actually the longest living plant on the planet because of that infusion process. It preserves its own life. if you wait that 9 years, I mean, the agave is always beautiful and sweet and yes, made from 100% agave, but have you waited until that natural infusion process happens? La Gratonia waits and they just patiently wait
can
for
tell.
their plants
You
to
can tell.
blossom and bloom. But it's costly to do that.
It is.
You know, do you do it?
It's quality.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And then they
It
did
is.
this ingenious thing. Now, what's cool on the humanitarian side of things is so La Gratonia is in Jalisco,
Yep.
which is a beautiful part of Mexico, but you know, has its own challenges. The farm and the distillery is not only women to own, but she only employs women. And to
wow.
stand up in Jalisco, which is a tough culture, to be a female in. And I mean, she's just saving lives, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. Because you don't go to work on her farm, I would imagine, for just any reason, you know? So it's
Revolutionary.
Powerful. It's revolutionary. And that's revolutionary in that top, my man.
At this time,
in that place in the world right now, absolutely it is. And then she does something ingenious, like reverse the whole process. And I'm just like, it's crazy.
Makes it look different.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it tastes so good.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, no.
It's
And
so
then,
good.
and then she named the bottle the Screamer.
The Screamer. You're so right. I'm so glad you know it. So
wow.
La
That's what she
Gratonia
named it.
translated means the Screamer. Yeah.
That's badass.
And
Wow.
yes.
That's a good night.
That's a good
That's a
night.
real good.
Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love it. So that's the kind of stuff that we offer. You're right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also have like Uncle Nearest,
Absolutely. Yeah.
which is like that story in itself is insane. Triple C talks about it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so important that we understand, right? So the other thing is we have to be mindful about the economic current, right? Where we're putting our money, places. Where is it going? Who is it going to? We must, as individuals and as business owners, one person, 50 people, it doesn't matter. Think about where your money is going. Every penny matters. Who are you giving your money to? So you have a choice every day, and I know it takes extra effort, but the Uncle Nearest is owned by the great granddaughter of who was the first black master distiller in America, but prior to that, he was the slave of Jack Daniels. Now, this gentleman invented the maple charcoal cleaning process, okay, which is required to be considered a Tennessee whiskey. It has also been simulated, and now that charcoal cleaning process, right? So it cleans the particles. That charcoal sucks out the negative particles of, different, grains, for lack of a better word, for grains. It cleans out the grains in the whiskey or the libations. And now vodka does it. Vodkas do it. Gins do it.
So they adapted that process.
All over the world. It's a culinary.
Wow.
It's a culinary necessity, right? Like we couldn't sit here and enjoy this beautiful libation without it, because it would be fire for our bodies to consume, and probably not nearly as good. But this gentleman created that process, this maple charcoal cleaning process. And he
Genius.
taught Jack, Daniels everything he knows about making whiskey. But that's because he made it, right?
I think shout out to Jack Daniels to like acknowledging that and like bringing it to the forefront.
Did they? Or did they do it 2 weeks before it was going to be announced by
Oh, I don't know.
the great-great-granddaughter? I don't want to get too controversial.
I don't know
I'm
the
just
history.
saying. Yeah, it was a couple weeks before
Facts
they
are the
did.
facts.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks
that's what we
before. It was scheduled. The story was scheduled to come out. That's my understanding, and
know
if
that.
I'm wrong about it, I don't know. But there's that. So
Well, it's out now.
it is what it is. Yeah, but I am very proud to say that Uncle Nearest is getting a lot of steam and recognition
A lot
out
of people
there.
drink it.
And look, it's about quality, and it's about where it came from, right? The stuff that we enjoy every day, right? Like, we have the Edison light bulb, right? And we recognize it, and we recognize Edison. Like, let's recognize where things came from. But the most important thing is who does it better. And they did just come out with a badass rye. That's their first time doing rye, and I'll have to say it's pretty impressive for their first time doing rye, and I'm a rye fan. Yeah. But look, if the product is not good, I'm not going to push it.
Definitely.
Just because it comes from a great place.
Absolutely.
Right? If my restaurant wasn't great at execution, you wouldn't come back. No matter what good my intentions are. So I will throw that out there. But look, what we put in our bodies and what I offer you for your body is it must be kind. It will be kind. It will be excellent, but it will definitely be kind. And I think that's something that we offer that a lot of people don't. Shipyard does though. They're kind.
Shout out to Shipyard.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shipyard.
We love
Shout out to Silverback Distillery. We love y'all.
Absolutely.
I just found out you guys are connected. We're gonna have to get
Yeah,
with that.
this stuff is really good stuff.
Really good.
That good hooch, like they call it.
Yeah.
Hooch. All right.
So what do you got going on this year? Certain times of year, do you have things going on?
We got things going on.
So tell
We always have
going on?
things going on.
Well, what's
We're doing
what's
things.
going on?
So the big upcoming event is our annual Fire Hero Chili Cook-Off.
Oh, what's that about?
Oh, it's just a good time.
Okay.
It's a
You need
good
She
some
time.
said
people to-
chili cook-off.
Listen.
Trying to figure out if you need
Chili.
Listen,
what do
we-
you call this? A guest or something like to taste it?
I do.
Absolutely.
Listen, everybody
That's
is
a
a
good point.
judge.
That's a good
Right.
Everybody is a judge, and I
That's a
do.
good
So
point.
You
listen.
need silverback judges.
Okay.
Right. Big difference. Right.
Okay, we can have a silverback judge. I'm all about it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Make it for one Silverback judge.
Okay, let's do it. Let's have a silverback judge. I'm down with that.
You need three.
Yeah. Can't sway
you
the
gonna do it,
boat.
let's do it. Right?
Yeah, because we gotta, we gotta compare, and then,
Listen, it's just a good time. Last year we had 19 chilies in the competition.
19 chilies.
I had to turn people away because I ran out of space.
Like they show up with their pots.
Yeah, they show up with their pots. I hook them up. They've got the tables and the taste, and everybody gets to taste the chili, and everybody votes. We have the official judges who decide the chili champion of the year,
Okay,
and then we
alright.
have the crowd favorite.
Absolutely.
And the crowd vote determines basically who they like the best. So it's the popularity contest. But no, it's just a good time. The entire neighborhood comes. We get together. We share a moment, we break bread, and we reflect, and we connect, which is what the day is all about. We do have a silent auction that basically all the local businesses support, which is a beautiful thing. And everything goes to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. So,
Amazing.
What made you want to get started with that?
man, so it started during COVID. My business partner and I were in Olar. Trapped in Olar, right? Doing to go only, just running the whole rodeo by ourselves. And we saw, I swear, one day the BCFD must have drove by with their EMS trucks like 64, 65 times. Because they were responding to the hospitals being full. And it was just nonstop for them. And we just looked at each other and we were just like, there's no way they're staffed for this. There is no possible way they're staffed for it. It's impossible. And we were just like, we've got to do something. We have to. It had to have been brutal. They were day and night. And, there was so much, social tension at that point. Floyd had not happened not long before, and people were tense, man. It was tense. And they were just constantly going by. And so we decided to do something. And we were like, let's have a chili cook-off.
Nice.
To bring people together and to acknowledge the service and provide for people that were just doing for us every day. There were so many. They didn't stop.
But why chili?
Who doesn't like chili, man? It's just a good time. My dad loves chili. I love chili.
Everybody does love chili.
Chili's a thing, man. Everybody's
love
got their
chili.
own secret thing. Like,
Even during the warmer months.
yes, man. Chili is
yeah.
acceptable all time. All
All year round.
All
It
year
is.
round. You can make cold chili, hot chili.
Absolutely.
It's a flexible.
You can make the
food.
sandwich.
It really is.
Chili. I love a good chili sandwich. You can make it vegetarian, not
Sandwich.
vegetarian. People make it all crazy ways. You can do so much with
chili.
chili. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
There are no.
We don't have a lot of rules, so we're good with that.
I like
yeah.
that.
We don't have any rules. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Some beans and a lot of love. That's
Just
it.
show up. Do what?
what you
Whatever.
do.
What's in your pot, man?
Right.
That's what
I want to try that.
What's in your pot?
Right.
I want to
The
know.
summertime is the perfect time. Right?
It's a fun food, man. It's
Yeah.
just a fun food. Like you really
Absolutely.
can't. It's not going to look good no matter how you put it together. So that superficiality's
tastes good,
out,
though.
right?
Absolutely.
Like,
That's been thrown at.
right.
This shit is not gonna look like
looks aren't going to make a
delicious,
difference
though.
with this situation.
Absolutely.
But it's delicious though.
Yeah.
Some bread, you
What?
mop that.
Wow. What are you
mop
going to
that
taste
up
like?
Some cornbread too.
Oh, what with some corn?
With some cornbread.
That's
Mop some chili up with some cornbread.
Yeah, homemade cornbread.
Huh?
Yes.
Stop
What you
playing.
talking
Put
about?
some jalapenos in the cornbread.
Said what?
Right now.
They do that?
Oh,
They do that?
Of course. It's delicious.
put some sweet corn in that bitch too.
Oh, stop it.
Stop! Don't do that.
Honey.
With some with some butter in that
Love it.
motherfucker. Oh
Love
my
it.
god.
Yes.
Yes. What you talking about?
Yeah, so chili's fun.
Yeah.
Chili
good
is
food.
chili's versatile.
Yeah. So,
delicious.
yeah, we did it. We had a chili cook-off, and we asked one of our friends who's a firefighter who should we donate the money to, and she said the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Their mission is to support.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, their mission is to support the families of fallen firefighters, right? Because it takes, whether you're in fire or police, it doesn't matter. It takes a family to serve.
Absolutely.
There's sacrifice all around.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a family to serve, period. So it was a good opportunity for us to,
Really get in the public and
Yeah.
mingle and talk and you know build and foster more relationships.
yeah, not only give kind in return to kindness, but to kind of hone people's what they were looking at for a minute. It was a tense time in our society. It was tense. There was a lot of things flying around, like defund the police and negative talk about service members across the country.
Right.
And it was a way for us to shift focus into, you know, away from a system or the idea of a system to the people that actually are serving us every day. And that was part of the intention as well. Focus on the people who are risking their lives for you, no matter what department they're in.
Well
right?
said.
Right.
Because yes, there is corruption and there is corruption in every system,
That's a fact.
everywhere,
Everywhere.
no matter what.
Right.
It's yes, man. Like there's corruption, right? And it doesn't matter. Like it's there, and it's our job to not be a part of it, not fuel that fire,
Absolutely.
to stop it.
Right.
But it is not our job to, you know. And I think that what happened and the attention that was brought to corruption within a system is a good thing. So we can stop it, but we can't abandon what has provided and the people that keep us safe every day. And I think there was a lot of negativity, and it was scary in a way. You know, like, you guys save our lives. The firefighters save our lives. The military saves our lives. Don't focus, you know, don't back away from that, you know.
Don't let a couple of bad seeds just blow your entire
can't.
focus on
Right.
Because
the
we
main
all
guys out there.
Especially when they're in a different city. And yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
But like, you know, our service members keep us safe every day, and we have to appreciate it. We have to focus on what makes our community strong.
Right.
I hope I make our community strong. I appreciate people, you know, saying, hey, great job. Don't forget you have the responsibility to say, we appreciate you too, right? Like, because I can't go out there and defend these streets. I can't, because I don't
Because you're busy.
have the cojones to do it. Like, I
But
don't.
You're busy. You're busy working.
Yeah, but I couldn't do it, right? I'm strong and I'm vivacious and I can fight, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't walk into a burning building. I couldn't, face somebody who was threatening. That's just not who I am, and it's just not in me, right? I couldn't go to war. I thought about it, like, should I join the military? I just can't do it, right? But without the people that do, we'd all be fucked,
Right.
right? So,
Shout out to the military because we really would be fucked.
right,
Military.
that'd be bad. Be bad.
Be a different conversation.
Yeah,
military-
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No,
we wouldn't be allowed to.
Right.
Right.
Or we'd be doing it in Chinese.
How about that? With a gi on.
I really want to talk that.
I don't know if I
wanna
want to say that. Sorry. Okay.
do it. And I don't want to do it.
Put some slippers on and shit.
Okay.
Couple of headbands.
All right. Sorry.
Headbands.
Know what I'm saying?
Headbands. Oh my God.
Nah, but that's a beautiful thing. I appreciate everything you
That's
do.
true though.
Because it means everything for us and what we do for a living.
Especially from a business owner like who is out there like
You're actively out there
correct.
Yeah.
trying to change the perspective on first line responders, and it's amazing because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yeah. I mean, what would we have done like during COVID if, the first responders were not working 90 hours a week and taking care and providing the medical care that people should have received in hospitals?
People forget about that.
That's
Like, what would we have done? Like, I don't know.
Because
right?
we were working.
Yeah.
Everybody was off. We were working.
Yeah. We were working.
So when is the event going down?
All right, so it's May 21st. I
May 21st.
have to say, it is the funnest day of the year.
Yes.
I put on, it's a block party this year.
Block
we have taken
party.
over the streets.
We'll be there.
Black parties are
Absolutely,
awesome.
you better be there.
Definitely going to be there. You kidding
I'm
me?
just saying. So I got live music. 4-Card Set is playing. They're a beautiful, beautiful cover band. They do, listen, requests are taken. I might play some of the stuff we played today.
Please do.
Okay. Listen, there's going to be more than 19 Chili's this year because we have more room. Silent Auction, Shipyard and I are doing happy hours and shenanigans.
Shout out to Shipyard.
The neighborhood comes. It's about us getting together.
Absolutely.
We need to get together.
And Papa Bear hungry.
Yes.
Community.
What?
Bring it together. Have fun, eat, talk, play, laugh,
Absolutely.
and acknowledge each other, right? And the people that provide for us every day. Make sure, like, we can take care of them too,
Definitely.
right? We can take care of
I mean,
each
it's
other.
a great cause and also for a great cause for the community.
Yeah. And the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation is Maryland born and bred. It's in Emmitsburg, Maryland, the headquarters. It's a Maryland thing. So we're doing it all around.
Perfect.
And also, if you cook chili,
Yes.
enter.
You still can enter.
Right. Yo, bring
Very
it.
easy.
Bring it.
Bring that bowl of bisque. Whatever you got. Bring it on down.
Yeah, you can just go to,
I
of
wanna
Love and
try
Regrets
it.
website and
All
enter
of
your
it.
chili.
So please, for the folks that don't know, where can they reach out to you? Do you have any social media, a website for the business? Please let the world know where they can reach you.
So Olar, OLARBmore.com. OLARBmore.com.
Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, we're at 1028 South Conkling Street.
There we
That's
go.
it.
We're in Canton, right across from the Natty Bow Towers. The guy with the wink. We're there. We're not, just show up. Everything's fine.
right.
You can
Show
call,
up.
ask for Ellie. I'm there all the time. It's fun. Yeah.
She's the plug. She's the plug.
Right, she gets it done.
It's the red joint with the plug on the corner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just good. It's a good time. Come, be kind, take kindness.
Bring
It's
your
lovely.
dates.
Yes.
And enjoy
Do
yourself.
the thing on the phone.
If you want to go on a first date there, I got you. Whoever shows up first gets me by their side.
Nice.
Yeah.
You need her on your side.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
can
I'm saying,
spot
like, Yo, you get on your phone
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. I'll be like, you're with me.
Show up.
Sit. Give me the shenanigans. I got you. Yeah.
Listen, I want to thank you for coming out today.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
It
appreciate
meant
so much,
everything.
both
I
of you.
appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Seriously.
This is wonderful.
You share so much and
Yes. I learned
shared
so
a lot.
much.
Yeah, for sure. Like especially on the spirits world, as far as like alcohol,
Right.
Come and sit at the bar. We can have a talk.
We're gonna have a couple
Love and
talks.
Yeah.
regret.
Showing up.
I got some things.
I mean, like, who does not want to
Yes.
drink at a bar called Love?
Love and regrets.
That is so like everyone. Could,
Fire.
who you love?
Yeah, you're definitely
Yo,
gonna
who
be
you
left.
love and who you regret. I know you can think about it like that.
Bang bang boom pow. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
That's a
Let's
great
talk about
discussion.
it at Love and
because there's
Regret.
love everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I
So
hope
we
you
could,
don't
so we could
regret.
get rid of the regret.
Absolutely. There should never be regret. You know why? Because it's an experience.
You have a therapy office with booze.
It's way it should be. Listen, I am the root of medicinal medicine.
That's what I'm talking
There we
about.
go. There
Absolutely.
we go. There we go.
Right.
I love it.
I love it.
Yes, they call me the witch doctor over there.
Okay.
I do. I mix the things, the potions, and
Let's
you're
get a
good.
session going.
Yes,
And everybody
I got
feels
you.
nice.
Perfect.
I do.
I love
Most
it.
people I will ask you to trust me when you sit down, and I like to make you a drink for you. It's fun.
I mean, you got years in the game doing it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm really
you.
lucky. I'm so lucky.
Thank you for everything you do for the city.
I love you.
It's a beautiful thing.
Love you more. May 21st, everybody.
All
May
right.
Let's go to
21st.
Canton.
From 12 to 4.
Yeah, 12 to 4, right?
Yeah.
3500 block of O'Donnell.
Conklin.
Yeah.
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell.
Either one, show up. It'll be fine.
And
Just
then you see the crowd.
follow the music.
Right.
Show up on
And smell
Conklin.
the chili.
Look, if you show up on Conklin, you're going to hear the music on O'Donnell. You're going to walk right over.
We're gonna wear
Right
hot
on.
vests.
It works.
That's it.
Everybody's Gucci.
Oh gosh, I've loved and regret. Just Google it. There's only one of us. I promise.
Perfect.
That's a beautiful title because it's so real.
Yeah. Listen,
Beautiful.
love you.
Love you more. Dre,
Peace and love.
Of course.
Triple C.
And no regrets.
And blessed are the peacemakers.
That's
Oh
it.
my.
Right. My peoples, we love you. We appreciate you. Silverback Chronicles podcast. I want to thank our sister, Eve. She is amazing. So smart, intelligent. She's a boss.
The Queen of
Right.
Can. You heard?
Telling you. May 21st.
The Queen of Can.
Queen of Canton. Everybody, you're available. Come through. We're going to have a good time. Eat some chili. We're going to talk some shit. Have a good time.
Yeah.
It's all about just love, man.
Yeah. And shit talking.
And shit talking. A lot of shit talking.
There is some shit talking.
It better be. That's a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep telling a friend and tell a friend. It's your boys. Silverback Chronicles podcast. Another hot one. We love you. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
The views and opinions expressed on the Silverback Chronicles podcasts are those of the hosts, producers, and/or the guest appearing on the program. They do not reflect the views and opinions of the federal, state, or local government. This includes but not exclusive to the Department of Defense, Homeland, and the Baltimore City Police Department. The Silverback Chronicles podcast with Dre, Big H, and Triple C. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment.